Friday, 5 a.m. This is the time I start my day every morning. I love starting early. I told you that before anyways. So on the program today, now, it's Friday, so I tend to be a bit more chill on Fridays, okay? At 9, I have the BLAMO call. I'll tell you more about that later. And then at 10:30, my daughter has a special music presentation at school. So I'm gonna go and check it out. Then probably gonna go at the mall, having lunch with my wife. And then in the afternoon, I have to lay down a drum track. So it's gonna be drum recording afternoon, okay? So at least for one song. And then I'm probably gonna continue the rest of the recording next week. But I first need to go in the studio and clean up a bit. If you look at all of my cables, it looks like a giant bowl of spaghetti. Time for me to join my friends on the Google Hangout. We're all entrepreneurs, music producers, mixing, recording, mastering engineers. Some of us are podcasters, bloggers, YouTubers, and we all meet once a week, kind of helping and encouraging each other up. And these guys are amazing human beings. Actually, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to leave all of their links below so you guys can check them out. There's a lot of kids here. Sweetheart, good job.
Thanks.
Done with the school presentation. My daughter did well. Now it's time to go to the mall. Such a beautiful day. Finally, we have a bit of sun. It's been raining quite a lot lately. All right, so let's go shopping. That was a very good friend of mine. I actually mixed his album a few years ago. So now him and his wife owns this small coffee shop in the middle of the mall, which is pretty cool. The coffee is pretty amazing. Am I right about the coffee?
You're right.
2 p.m. Now it's time for me to start working. I have just enough time to test my mics and to record that one song. But what I want to show you first is my miking setup. All right, so this is going to be just a quick overview of what I'm doing, okay? Now, these are two microphones, one condenser and one dynamic microphone. So there's the Audix i5 and I have the AKG 451. I usually don't track snares with two microphones like that. But, I just wanted to try it out just to see how it goes. And, if it doesn't work, I'm just not going to use them. But I'm just curious, on how that AKG 551 is going to sound on the snare drum. Now, my snare drum, let's go back here and... All right. So my snare, I wanted that snare to be very dead. So I use that tuning technique where, one log is completely loose and the two other logs here that are on the right and left side of that loose log are like at 50% loose compared to the other logs. And my bottom head is pretty tight. So this is what it sounds like. Pretty hard to tell on camera, but I'm probably going to make a tutorial on that soon enough. Now I damped everything with the famous duct tape, which worked well. And yeah, so this is what I was looking for as far as the snare sound goes. It's not something I always do, but for this song, this is what I want. And the rest for toms, I love the Audix. That's the D4. I have a pair of Sennheiser 421 as well. that works well, but yeah, I kind of prefer these. So one D2 on the tom and a D4 on the floor tom. Now, as far as the overhead goes, I have a NT5, a match pair of Rode NT5s. Okay, they're okay, not expensive. And what else do I have? Yeah, for the kick. Okay, now for this setup. Now the kick setup changes from albums to albums. Sometimes I use that Day 112 inside the bass drum, but this time I decided to use the Audix D1, I think, inside the kick, and I use that D112 just like in the whole of the skin, the front skin, which I don't do a lot, but you know, I'm just trying it out. From my testing, though, it sounded pretty good, so you know, we'll see. You know, my other option would be to place that right here. And now my phase is okay the way it is right now, so I don't have any phase problems. And so this is pretty cool. Now, something I would love to have, though, is to maybe build myself like a sub kick with a guitar amp speaker or something, and reverse that to use that as a microphone. But I have a sub kick sample that I use if I want one for now. Now, this is pretty interesting. Like, this is the cheapest ribbon microphone that you can get. I forgot the brand, though. Let me check here. Okay, the MXL R144. Okay, so pretty cheap. I think you can get one for like 75 or 100 bucks. I'm gonna check it out and leave the link below. So that's pretty cool. Now for my room mics. So this is what I have. AKG 414s. Okay, I have a pair. Very good microphones. You can do a lot of stuff with these. It's a very nice room sound. So that's basically it. Time to track the drums. Now, a very cool thing I have here is my laptop, okay, that is screen sharing what's on my main computer. Pretty cool, because this way I can work on my session, manage to control my Cubase session while I'm recording drums. Very practical, very fun to work with. So it makes my job easier. I'm gonna start recording. Hey, alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this episode of FRENCHIE VID. Now, this is something I'm going to try to do every single week, okay, to come up with a kind of a vlog type of thing. And this is on top of all the tutorial videos that I'm not going to stop doing. Alright guys, I'm off tonight. Family time.